toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sun Devils will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Bentley. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Keeps it on the bootleg. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Fires on the move. Finds a man on the right. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Utes heading quickly to the line. Convert that third down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, you watch film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
Back to throw, it's Dampier. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And the Utes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not the start this offense wanted.
Quick completion on the out route. And the 40, there he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to throw again. Pulls it in. It's McClain. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll run it from the gun. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air, it's Levitt. Got it in the middle, it's Tyson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things you have to read. It's matchups and what I find when my guy's better than yours and how I take advantage of it.
Well, they love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Caught close to the marker, it's Tyson. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They march 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. No better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Looking downfield, it's Dampier. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Utes come to the line in the hurry-up. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You wonder if there's just a little bit of rust with this offense right now coming off the bye week, right? They just haven't been able to get clicking in this game throwing the football. They're going to have to find that mojo and get back into the rhythm here pretty quickly.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. First and goal from the 10. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Fires to the big fella. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Gets open down the middle. Got through at the 35. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Hauls it in. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Utah. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. To throw. With the catch, it's Brown. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Throwing right. Got his man. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
When I have all that speed on the field, I got to find a favorable matchup. They're all across the board. Which guy do I know can win? Man-to-man coverage, you can see that guy can win on that play.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Tyson. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. We're through through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Back to pass on second down. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Might be calling a hot route. Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Great place to start for this offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
That play was designed to go to the running. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Fires to the right. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. And pass not Moses. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. To the air, it's Dampier. Here's a hit. And the pressure pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. A strike downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Utes will hustle to the line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Davis. Powers through. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. And the Utes are on the move. Looking for room, it's Parker. They pick up half of it, it'll be 2nd and 5. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 3rd down play from the gun. Throws to the back. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Utes! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tie football game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. USC is currently ahead early in this one inside the Coliseum, but unlike the days of Reggie Bush and Matt Leiter, they just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, and they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Connection to the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Grabbed in the middle, it's Udo. Breaks into the open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And right down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. Hit as he throws. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Got him downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the 1st half.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Floating away. On the run, fires downfield. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Punts it out of the air. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. The Utes want to pick up the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got him this time. There he goes. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Looking to throw. Trying to pull his way in. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Utah!
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Wants to throw, it's Levitt. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has him across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver continuing to come back to his QB.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Udo. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. No good. And here in the 2nd quarter, we remain all knotted up.
It's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Rushes on him. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
I think that's a decision the head coach is going to look back on and wish he had done the other thing and just kick it way down the field. You've got a tie game. We've got so much football left to play here in the second half. Instead, because you don't get the onside kick, your opponent is now set up in really nice field position to go down, score, and take the lead.
The quick out. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Got room on the return. The 40. The 30. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Utes. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. USC looks like a legit title contender right now. That offense is just having its way. They're up 14 over Michigan. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Trying to set up the screen. At the 35, he's got room. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. Grabbed over the middle, it's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Udo. Free up the gut. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Arizona State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up into third. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Steps away to find some room. Complete to the right. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out in a chance. Turning it on! Touchdown, Sun Devils! And that one will give them the lead.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Under fire. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. And the Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Dropping back, it's Dampier. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He turns that loose down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Arizona State.
And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're up.
Touchdown, Arizona State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. And the Utes want to move quickly.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. They just can't seem to cover this guy. He keeps getting open, even when he's running out of space on the sideline.
Yeah, running out of space, they're still going to feature him. They see the matchup, and look at the balance and the coordination and just knowing where I'm out on the field to get the feet inbounds and secure the catch. What a play and what a day for this young man.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Still looking on the move. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Might be changing the route. Johnson wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up third down.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. On a little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on third down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Slings it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Tyson. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Unleashes it. Found a seam. Breaks into the open. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Whips it out on the screen. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Sun Devils! No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Johnson looking to throw. He fires one deep down the right side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Defense looks as if it's coming. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Going for 6. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Oregon has the lead currently at Autzen Stadium, but that typically dynamic offense just hasn't been able to pull away. They're up by just 1 over Indiana. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back to throw. It's Dampier. Fires to the middle. On target to the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Showing the arm straight down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. They do believe in this 4-down territory stuff. 0 for 4 doesn't stop them from trying a 5th. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here, because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Got the quick pass. There he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he is run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. And the Utes in the hurry up.
Well, there's something to be said for knowing on offense when the play is over. That guy didn't know that. It's a huge loss, and now they're right back to the line of scrimmage trying to go fast.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Now he's going to glide away from pressure.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Now the chance for perhaps the most rewarding 1-yard drive in the history of football. Barrels ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Trying to steamroll his way in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Let's go. Back to throw. It's Levitt. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Glover. And what a terrible play. You just can't run back into the end zone like that, and it's going to be a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week at practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
The return brings it out to the 35. And the Arizona State offense takes over. 1st and 10.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This has been exactly the way you draw things. Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day, dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football. football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's got him wide open. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? They'll try the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Man, those last two plays were disasters, and now it's 3rd and 17. To throw, it's Levitt. Uncorks one. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Looking to the end zone. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through Week 7.
We've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered in the month of November. The most important part in the meat of this schedule now is coming up. If you play well throughout the second half of the year, we're talking college football playoff potentially.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere, right? And I like that they started strong, made it to Week 7 now. Yes, the rivalries are coming up, and more important games are coming up, but you did what you needed to do to start the season. Now just keep that mindset and keep grinding.